Hey everybody, I'm your fave nurse B. Thanks for coming back to my channel. So look, my husband's asleep, my kids asleep. Ignore my background, just over here trying to get some videos in before they wake up. So today I want to talk about basically the question of, is nursing for me? How do I know? Like, I don't want to spend all this money on it and I don't like it, this and the third. I think it's a very, very valid question, and it is expensive to become a nurse. It does take a lot of energy. And for some people it takes a lot of time too, depending on which route you go. So you definitely want to know if nursing is for you. So before we get into the video, make sure you like, you comment, you share my videos if you find them helpful. Go watch some of my older videos because I have over 100 videos. I have tons of content out here, so please support me, support your fave nurse B. If you're interested, go look on my Etsy site for earrings. Let's get right into it. So how do you know if this field is for you? So the first thing I would say is you need to do research. Don't just go into it because, oh, my mom was a nurse, or my sister's a nurse, my aunt's a nurse, I want to become a nurse. Like, or I always wanted to be a nurse. Like, I've always wanted to be a model, but honey, I'm not down for sitting around for hours waiting on this and the third, not being able to talk, not being able to eat. Like, I don't want that type of lifestyle. So that's not for me. But I know that it's not for me because I've actually, you know, heard people say that that's like how the lifestyle is as a model. So, but anywho, you need to take the time to do some research and see, what do nurses do? What does the job entail? Like, what type of environments am I going to work in? How is the pay? How is the job outlooks in my area? What are my options for growth? What are my options for education? Will I get help paying for school? Things like that. How long will I be in school? All of those things you need to know to see if this really is the field that you want to be in, especially if you never worked in healthcare before. Because some of you may or may not know, I never wanted to become a nurse. It wasn't until I became a CNA that I realized, okay, I could become a nurse. Like, I actually want to do this. I like this. I would have never known that had I not stepped into becoming a CNA. So that's my second tip, is to actually try to get into the field. You can do that as a CNA, a patient care tech. You can be a home health aide. You can try, I would say do CMT, but most places I know you have to be a CNA before you become a CMT. So that's that. But try to get yourself in there, even as a unit secretary, like at a hospital, doing something like that. Working in dietary at a nursing home, just to kind of see if that setting is for you, or in a hospital, to just see if it's for you. Talk to people that are actually doing it. Go on different nursing forums. Go on different like Facebook groups. You can join the YourFavNurseB Facebook group as well, and see, talk to people, and just kind of get an idea of what it is. Now, of course, let me put this disclaimer. When you talk to people, what they're saying is not always the case. Some people are bitter. Some people are just over. Some people are tired of nursing. Like me, if somebody came to me and was like, should I work in a nursing home? I'm like, no girl, get out, don't do it. Because nursing homes are crazy. But I've learned so much working in a nursing home, and I really, really love geriatric patients. But nursing homes is crazy as hell. But anywho, so keep that in mind. I wouldn't always take complete heed to what somebody says, because it might be, you know, everything is subjective. It's all about their opinion and how they see it. It's not necessarily going to be the case for you when you go into it. Some people might go into geriatrics and be like, I love this, I'm going to do this for the rest of my life. Like, oh my gosh, I love it. Whereas for me, it's not necessarily something I want to do for the rest of my life. So that's that. But you still want to kind of get an idea, get a consensus of where things are as far as nursing is concerned, the settings, all that good stuff. And you can, I mean, we live in a day and age where you can find that out just by a simple Google search. But also keep in mind, it's going to be different from you than somebody else, but you'll still have a somewhat idea of things. But the next thing is, you need to actually understand, what the hell does it entail to be a nurse? Now, I'm going to do a separate video talking about like job qualifications for, well, job descriptions for nurses, and I'm going to literally go down each line. I have a job description list somewhere around here for my actual position and my job as a charge nurse, and I'm going to go through each line with you all and tell you, like, hey, this is what this means, this is what you have to do, like give you actual scenarios. But I do have a day in the life as a nurse video, so go watch that. I'll put it up here somewhere for you all and in the description box. So yeah, definitely figure out, you know, what does nursing entail. Now, of course, there's over 100 different specialties for nurses. There's tons and tons of different work environments for nurses. Like, it's crazy how many different positions you can be in as a nurse, where you don't even have to touch a patient ever in life and you're still a nurse doing your thing. But you need to see like what does it entail, like on the like basic grassroots of it all, which is basically being a charge nurse or being a just a floor nurse. But you need to do your research and see, you know, can I do that? Can I handle blood? Can I handle fluids? Can I handle angry, irate patients? Can I handle family members coming to me, you know, threatening me and talking to me disrespectfully, things like that? Can I handle doctors doing the same thing as well? Can I handle supervising other people? Am I good at multitasking? Can I do, am I a great communicator? Can I deal with different smells and, you know, different odors and all that nasty stuff that comes with being a human being? Can I deal with that? Can I deal with death? All those things you have to think about. Now, of course, being in the field and working in the field over time, you become more used to it. So of course beforehand, like of course I wasn't used to smelling people's BM like all day. I wasn't, you know, that wasn't my lifestyle before I became a nurse. But once I became a CNA, it became like, I wouldn't say second nature, but you don't even, I mean, of course you're like, girl, it's stink up in here, but you don't, it's not, you get used to it, I should say. You just get used to it. It's still stink, it's still funky, you don't want to deal with it, but you get used to it and you can kind of get past that and do what you got to do for the patient. So anything that you're doing is going to take time for you to actually do it to see if it's something for you. That's why I say it's really, really important to try to work in the field before you actually go to nursing school and spend all that money and all that time and energy into becoming a nurse and then doing state boards and all that. Take the time to actually, you know, work in the field for a while and see if it's for you. Do some research, talk to people, go on different forums, and then actually do the research and seeing, you know, what does it mean to be a nurse. Now, of course, like I said, it's so many different positions you can be in as a nurse where you won't have to touch anybody. It's completely different from what I'm doing as a charge nurse. But for the most part, I would say look at what it means to be just a basic nurse. Basic nurse. I ain't never no basic nurse though, but anywho. But look at like what it means to be like a basic floor nurse and see if that's something that you can do. But just know that with time actually working in the field, you will grow to be a better communicator. You will grow to be, you know, able to deal with people's different attitudes and mannerisms and things like that. If you want to, if you are a person who wants to change, who wants to always be learning something, to always be growing, to always be improving, and to become better at your job, you will adapt to it and you will rise to the occasion if you want to. Some people that don't want to, some people they feel like, you know, this is just not for me. I can't do it. I can't deal with supervising people. I'm over it. I'm over all the drama. I'm over everything coming on me as a nurse, and I'll take all the responsibility. Y'all barely paying me. Like I don't want to deal with this no more. I'm over. I'm tired. Like the system sucks. Healthcare sucks. Yeah, I'm ready to work at Sephora somewhere. Like I'm done, you know. I've had those days. I have had those days. But you know, it just takes some time and some effort, and I would really hate for, you hear so many nurses go into it after that first year, they're done with it. They're over it. They don't want to do it anymore. And I think it's partially because they don't actually take the time in the beginning to really see if this field is for them. But I hope this helps you all. I don't know, you know, where some people's heads are at when they say, I don't know if nursing is for me. I don't really know if they mean, am I smart enough to become a nurse? Am I, you know, can I deal with all the different yucky human things that come with being a nurse? Do I have the stamina for it? Like, I don't know exactly where a person is coming from when they say that. Please put in the comment section if you feel like, oh my gosh, you know, is nursing for me? I'm sure you feel that way if you're watching this video. But if you feel that way, put that in the comment section and tell me what specifically is making you think that. And that's something to think about too. Like, why am I questioning if this is for me? So for example, say I say I want to become a doctor, and I'd be like, you know what, being a doctor is really not for me. The reason why I would say being a doctor is not for me is because my time. Like, I have a family. I just can't see myself always putting my time towards somebody else, putting all of my energy into work. I actually can see myself doing that. I am somewhat of a I really don't want to label myself as a workaholic, but I really, really, really enjoy working and being productive and like being out there and getting things done. But I also love my family. I really love being able to be home with my husband and my girls and to have quality time as a family. But I really do enjoy working, advancing my career, and like getting stuff done, like being able to come home and be like, okay, I did this, that, and the third, yay, like I did it. So I could see myself doing it, but could I really see myself doing it? Would I be able to sacrifice my family for a career? I don't know, you know what I'm saying? So that's my reasoning behind not doing that and going down that path. So you would have to think, okay, do I not want to be a nurse, or do I feel like I can't do it because I'm not smart enough? Now, where is that coming from? Sorry, you all, I have my window open because I am burning up. I'll let this thing pass. So if your thing is, I don't think I'm smart enough, you have to think, okay, why don't I think I'm smart enough? Like, what happened in my past? What is going on now that made me think that way? I told you, well, I didn't know how to read till I was like 9, 10 years old. Like, it was legit. I did not know how to read. I have a video about that. Like, and I graduated top of my class as a nurse. So I understand that part of it. Not feeling like you're good enough, not feeling like you can do it, you can get through it, and having those difficulties and that road blockage to why you can't accomplish your dreams. You know, I totally understand that. But if that's your reasoning, then you need to dive deeper and feel like, okay, figure out, okay, is it just anxiety that I'm having? Is it past things that are causing me to feel this way? What can I do differently? You know, how can I get over this? And if you want, I will do a video talking about like, oh, I'm not smart enough to become a nurse, and I'll kind of go into more detail about it. If you all want that, let me know. Like this video, put it in the comment section. But those are my tips. That's my way of basically seeing if nursing is for you. You need to take some time and really assess it, because it's a career. It takes time, it takes money, it takes a lot. It takes a lot out of you, honey. You got to go from the depths of you to become a nurse. Yeah, so that's my tips. Those are my things that I say look at. And I hope you all found this video helpful. I hope it's not too loud in my background. My baby is still asleep, husband still asleep, other baby still asleep. We're good. We got this video done. Thank you all so much for watching, and for liking my content, for sharing my content, commenting. Like, I find it, like, I appreciate y'all. So thanks for watching. Peace.